My name is Ciara Smith. I'm going into year 4 of my course, which is Food Production and Sustainable Agribusiness. I've just recently completed 16 weeks of my internship as part of my college requirement for stage 3 of my course. We are required to complete at least 12 weeks of an internship in a food processing plant. I completed this in northern Germany in a company named Landgut. Landgut is a premium pet food partner that produces pet food on a very large scale. I've seen a big market for pet food expanding, and just through research and classes provided to us to look for our internship, I came across the company Landgut, and I thought it would be a brilliant idea to go there. Previous to my internship commencing, one of my lecturers came into our class one day to inform us on a brilliant opportunity that was available to us, provided by the ASA and the Farmers Journal, which was a bursary that 5 students in the country of Ireland would receive, each one from an agricultural college. And this bursary contributed to the expense of my travel to Germany. It also allowed me with the opportunity to write an article each month while on placement for the Farmers Journal, and this was sponsored also by the Agriculture Science Association. I got given a project to do for them because of my experience on working in meat plants in the meat sector in Ireland. Although they create pet food, they don't have much knowledge of the beef animal and the different cuts and how age and welfare can have an effect on the beef meat. So I was given a project to expand on this and make changes to the way that they produce the food that comes into them to a higher standard, and deal with different suppliers and basically identify the bad suppliers from the good. To apply for the bursary, I chose the video option as I thought it would portray my personality and my interests a lot better. So in this video I discussed my home farm, I discussed my interests, I discussed my college course, and also why I wanted to go on placement to Landgut in Germany. In my first 2 weeks at Landgut in Germany, I was working in production. So I started off working in their production hall. This was so that I could gain an insight and education nearly to understand how their production works and how it would help me in the future projects I carried out while I was there. After I completed my 2 weeks working in the production and seeing every aspect of the production, from raw materials coming in and the finished product leaving the factory, I then worked in product development. So I worked in product development for the rest of my duration working in Landgut. When I finished my placement at Landgut, they've offered me a job next year when I finish my course to work alongside them for a year to help set up a procedure and plan that I have put in place to help them improve their beef intake and meat intake in the factory. I also wrote specifications and helped come up with ideas on how to improve specifications for the purchasing department. It would be a brilliant experience for me. The dairy farm I went to work on, some of the differences I noticed compared to Ireland was they don't rely as much on grassland management. So most of their cows don't go outside. Their heifers and calves don't go outside until they're 14 months of age. The farmer thought it was crazy that we put calves out as soon as they're off milk onto grass, and the cows get an extra 1.5 cent a litre for being outside for 120 days a year, and during these 120 days a year they only have to be out for 6 hours a day. For any students going on their internship or placement, don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to do something different than what your friends are doing, and don't be afraid to go away from home because you will gain the best experience possible. What I learned had so much relevance to my course, and it's definitely improved me for the better for next year.